What country do you think per cup drinks the most coffee?
America.
So this is like
France.
No. Spain.
nope,
Italy.
nope.
America.
It's all right. So it's Luxembourg's drinks the most per
Germany?
person.
Germany?
Yeah.
Germany.
Luxembourg.
I would have it never
Luxembourg
guessed
is its
that.
own country.
I have music for this one.
The next one is the Maldives.
Wait.
Oh, the Maldives in
Yeah.
England? Really?
No, yeah, I don't know where exactly. they are.
Maldives is Africa.
Okay.
They're drinking coffee.
Yeah. So, welcome to the Full Slice Podcast, everyone.
Yes.
Yay!
We
So
are
happy to
back.
be here.
Are we energized?
No.
No.
You know what I
to be-
need? Some
Coffee.
coffee. Sure doesn't seem like I need it, does it?
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
I'm
I like
okay.
your shirt.
Thank you. You got me this shirt for my birthday.
Oh, that's right.
That's an awesome shirt.
It is. I saw that and I was
Very
like, we
vintage
got to get that
style,
for
Elton
Tyler.
John. Yeah. I'm a
And
big Elton John
topical
fan.
because he canceled his tour.
Dude, that's the thing.
Has he got an infection in his eye or something?
Yeah.
That
Yep.
sucks.
Jeez, man, that's
He's
scary. When you
blind.
start to get old, anything can like knock
It'll
you
take
out.
you
You gotta
out.
be careful.
I fell down the stairs 2 days ago. They fucked me up.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Who's
Oh
Mike?
yeah, happy birthday,
Our
Mike,
brother-in-law.
our brother-in-law.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
Nikki's-
Mike.
Nikki's husband.
Yay, happy birthday, Mike.
And they just had a baby 2 weeks ago.
Hey,
Yeah, we
congrats.
didn't mention baby Henry.
Yeah, they named him after my dad.
Henry Jones Jr.
Henry.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. He's a good
Henry
little boy.
Michael, right?
Henry Michael Rinaldi.
Henry Michael Rinaldi
Yeah.
was
Joey's
6
brother.
pounds and some amount of ounces.
Good little fella.
Very
Big head of
hairy
hair.
little baby, just like his dad. He's got hair on his back.
Why'd you say it like
Full head of hair.
Wait, he has hair on his back already?
He has hair on his back.
Wow.
And he has a full head of hair.
More of a man than I am.
Right? I don't have that.
Yeah.
He has more hair on his back than I do on my chest.
Yeah.
Bro, he's loaded. He's gonna be. He's got
loaded.
the. He's got the riz.
Loaded. He's got the
Loaded.
riz.
He's got the riz.
He's got
bro.
the riz.
But yeah,
Riz.
happy birthday
Got
to
that,
Mike.
like,
It's his
Henry
birthday
Cavill.
today.
Yes. Happy birthday, Mike. See you later.
Well done. Well done.
Yes. I am. We were just. I was looking for the baby monitor so we could get ready to record, but I'm freaking tired, man. Still.
Yeah.
from the baby.
Yeah, dude, this is a time in your life
What's-
where coffee is very
Yeah,
important.
what's your
I'm-
relationship with coffee these days?
I'm drinking a ton of it.
Would you like to talk about your relationship with coffee?
Like we used to make a pot every
It
night
is
to
a
go to
drug.
work.
Yeah.
We're still making that same pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For both of us, we
Yeah,
need our
yeah.
Court is actually unfortunately when she was pregnant, coffee disgusted her.
Oh.
She didn't want it.
One of those aversions.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was weird, yeah.
She said the other day, so I'm so happy I love coffee again. Like it just
Yeah.
hits you instantly. You're like, I'm in a good mood now. Let's get
Sure.
shit done.
It
So-
does.
Yeah.
Like,
It does.
dude,
Drug?
Sweet spot's about 15 minutes.
Right.
After
right.
the cup, 15 minutes, boom, shit,
half the
done.
pot
Good
goes
day.
to me, half the pot goes to her.
Yeah.
And I was filling up the coffee pot last
That's
night.
marriage, though.
I filled up the coffee pot, and
I'm on fire today. I am stingingly
I
quick.
put the crowns in. I put the water in. I closed the
What's a
lid. I
crown?
set the
Oh,
the
crown,
grounds.
yeah, yeah.
And
It's a crown.
I walk away. Now, in our kitchen, we have the sink and everything, and then we have a little island with the coffee maker on it, and it's nowhere near anything. It's all by itself. No near water,
Sorry, I just
on your electricity a little bit, anything. I could cut that track from yours.
Let me cover my mouth and be polite, but cough into the mic.
Anyway, you know where my coffee maker is in my kitchen.
Yeah, your coffee machine makes good coffee. When we get together as a family, sometimes you're like, hey, who wants to have coffee?
Is
It's
it traditional?
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
grounds.
that's a good job.
Just grounds right in it, but it also has like a separate one for K-cups on the side.
Got it.
So you could
and then you
choose
use a
your cup.
carafe that
Right.
falls into.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
So
Like he's fancy. He's gonna
but
send a
it was
carafe
the,
over
it
there.
was the stupidest thing. We're standing in the kitchen. We're making bottles for the baby, and I just start hearing nowhere near the sink, nowhere near any pipe at all, water running
Uh-oh.
profusely.
I hate that noise.
That's a scary noise.
As a
right?
homeowner, that's
it's
the
literally
worst-
just
one of
like
the worst noises.
nowhere near any pipe or nothing. I start hearing water running or a window. I'm like, what the fuck is
Why?
happening? The bottom of my coffee maker was just pissing water
Mm.
all over the floor. Out of nowhere. I put the water in, and then 10 minutes later, this happened.
Mr. Coffee's incontinent.
Dude, I opened it up, and just like one tube snapped off of one heat element or something.
Oh,
and
so
it
you
just had
could-
to get
you
slid
could
back
repair it?
on.
Yeah.
I put it right back on.
Yeah.
But it was just like, what the little... It was like 11, 12:30 at night. I'm trying to go to bed.
Always then.
And it just pissed 4 cups of water all over the floor.
It's never at a time when it's like, man,
No.
something could totally go wrong now, and I'd be okay with
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Dude, and I said it's
Yeah.
just like the ants. I had a huge amount of sugar ants in my cabinet at 12:30 at night when she was a week old.
Oh, no.
All of the cabinet, all of my Oreos and in my peanut butter. Just like the worst possible time. Couldn't be in the middle of the day when I peak energy. It had to be right as I'm trying to go to bed.
I came home from the
I had to take
hospital.
the coffee maker apart.
Yeah.
The fuck?
When I came home from the hospital from Boston from the salmonella thing, they said don't bend because your stomach's completely reset and you have very bad pain.
Sure.
I walk in the house. I'm like, man, I'm home. I'm comfortable. Like, this is great. I can actually relax. Like, I'm cool with work. I took a couple of days off to get back. I walk in my room. The cat's on my bed. Like, hey, Dad. Like, this is the worst.
Yeah.
My comfortable bed.
What's the noise they make as it's coming up?
It's like,
Sumo wrestler.
yeah, it sounds very, sumo.
I've done it.
Samurai.
Or she's done it, not me. I've not thrown up. I'm not a cat.
And there's always the time that I think of coffee where Kyle. Every time I have like different coffee, just Kyle's giving me coffee from his espresso maker, and I shit myself almost.
That's where I was going to go
You gave me
with
coffee
it.
from the nitro coffee thing, and that made me shit myself.
Oh, that
almost.
made him like
on the show.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go.
I just see Tyler doing that shit where you get it like on the back of your thighs and your legs like wiggle. Like, do you ever have a shit
Never
where your
happened,
legs stick
by the
out?
way. That never happened.
All right.
That was totally
blowouts.
fabricated.
But I
Blowouts.
like
got
like
enough blowouts for
variety.
the baby.
The thing that I like about coffee, which is I was going to predict before we got into this episode, the thing I like about coffee is probably something that triggers you with coffee. It triggers in a good way. There's like the craft beer thing.
Sure.
There's so many varieties. There's so many regions and cultures and different types and styles. There's no
Ways to serve it.
you could literally have 3 cups of coffee a day and not have the same cup of coffee, and it's from all over the world.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
3 cups of coffee is a lot in a day. How much do you have in a day, would you say, Phil?
Well, I definitely, I stopped for the most part. So 1,
You have it as a one a day?
if that.
If
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
As a treat kind of thing, or just like if you need the energy?
Oh, yeah, because I get shit sleep. So, like, there's
There you go.
definitely some nights, but it's mostly decaf.
I'm about
That
3 to
decaf-
4.
Okay, is that part of your discussion at some point with decaf?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, we got some myths.
people say that
Yeah,
there's like
when-
a 40,
yeah.
not a 40, what's that called? A
placebo effect.
placebo,
effect.
that they get
Yeah.
energy from
There's
that.
still caffeine in decaf.
There
There's
is.
still some
Yeah.
in there, like
Yeah.
like probably like as much as in like a
probably
Coke.
like 10 milligrams. You get, like, generally it's 80 milligrams per cup, I think.
79,
60 to 80
yes,
milligrams
yeah.
So
of
it's not
caffeine.
nothing. So do you think that just that tiny bit enough would stave off the caffeine headache
could
some
be.
people would get?
It helps you wean off your caffeine addiction.
Like near
for
beer.
sure.
There's
Yeah.
still alcohol in near
What?
beer.
Yeah.
Or NA beer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
Yep.
It still tells your body that there's some kind of stimulant going on.
See, that's the thing. It's like I've had trouble where I've been having too much coffee, and I can feel it. I feel overstimulated. I feel
Sure.
my eyelid twitching and all that shit, and
Yeah.
I don't like how
And
I
also
feel.
look at your poop. Not to bring poop back up, but like that does a lot. You over acidic stomach and all
yeah.
that like stuff. You
I
can
probably
really
have
that's
four-
offset.
definitely
cups a
what's
day.
going on.
Yeah.
3 or 4 a
You
day.
can
Does it
offset-
make it more like pudding
I don't know. Depends on how your pH is in your
or
stomach.
Play-Doh?
Yeah.
Or Pebble. Let's just name
Yeah.
all the types of poop. We talk about poop way too much.
Coffee
in
So
this
shells.
house.
there's the Braxton stool. No, that's Braxton Miggs. Who are we talking about?
Braxton
Braxton
stool.
Outfitters, what are you talking
there
about?
is a stool scale that's out there. 'cause
Blue
I-
poop?
I looked it up. Actually, if we're gonna go down the poop road,
All right, so while you're doing that, I'll do a little
yeah,
thing
do your
here.
thing about coffee.
So a coworker of mine said, "Hey, I got this. My wife got me this coffee machine for my birthday, and I decided to bring it to work."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." He's like, "You want to try a cup?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So he got the Nespresso with the espresso pods.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about that, I completely got rid of my Keurig, and those pods are 100% recyclable because they're all metal.
Really?
They're aluminum and tin or
aluminum
whatever.
pods.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that's like
cool.
the coffee inside burns off, and then you're left with the metal on the top, and then it's a metal pressed container, so it's guilt free. You could throw it away, recycle it. It's good for the environment. It's
Okay.
not plastic.
Okay.
But he told me how much his wife spent on said Nespresso machine.
You can pass it down. Just,
So
just
he
look at
told me
these
how
apps.
much his wife spent on this espresso machine. Wait, let's see what the.
I've downloaded Bowel before too.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It says he's downloaded Bowel. That's the one to track your bowel movements. I've done that too. Wait, there's an app that just has a picture of a turd though.
I know. That's my favorite one.
Why does it have turd pictures? Amount, many.
But yeah, apparently that it
Corn
tells
poop.
it tells a story for your GI tract and all that.
Dude,
kind
I
of
have an
stuff.
app
Yeah.
like this for Haley.
Yeah.
For the baby to
Type.
track the poop. That's important.
Violent.
The doctor needs
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah.
Emergency.
It tells a lot of stories. So yeah, but anyways, yeah.
Wait, sausage, gravy, porridge, bunch of grapes, chicken nuggets.
bunch of grapes.
Grapes.
Yeah.
I love grape
I
shit.
call
It's
that
literally
rabbit-
the
rabbit pellets.
consistency
Yeah, dude, shit,
words.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. I
That's
love the
it's
words.
amazing. But,
Wow.
yeah. So
Your Nespresso maker you got?
So
Well,
my,
yeah.
my coworker was emphasizing to me the cost of this thing. It was like his 30th anniversary and his birthday, and his wife got him this cool little. It's like small, but there's a lot of technology going on with it, and I liked it, and I thought, man, that's really cool. I want to get one for my house, and I looked them up. I'm like, I'm not paying $300. It was like hundreds of dollars, right?
Yeah.
2 days later, I hit the thrift store on the way home from work.
Yeah, you found one.
Brand new one in the
30?
box. Yeah, $30.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never used. So I got the pods, and the thing's only the size of a Bible or a book, whatever book of choice for your religion. Nice big size dictionary. And it's
Zelda strategy guide.
It made me think, why is the Keurig thing so freaking huge? Like, is there a reason we have to have half a gallon of water sitting there stagnant on the side? It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So we got rid of that. I brought my Keurig to work, and I brought the espresso pod home to make my coffee. And I then noticed all the variety that I'm talking about, and it totally was like open up my world to coffee. Then I learned about the seed oils and cottonseed oils in the creamer.
Yeah.
That's where my issue was.
Sure.
That's where I was getting excess sugar, calories, everything. So now we use the Chobani creamer that's literally just milk, sugar, and organic flavor.
That
like,
girl with the chin that dances around, she said that don't do that.
do you ever see when she turns?
Dude, the girl with the chin that dances around.
Dude, her mouth looks like a Stratocaster, dude. It looks like a
She
guitar
says
head.
not to do that. Or the baby face girl, too.
Did you see the fart account? Did I show you that?
Isn't it run by her though?
No, it's something. She goes with it though. She rolls.
Oh, yeah,
she turned
yeah.
into it.
Yeah,
like, rather than
Yeah,
fight
she's
it.
dancing way more in the videos now.
So someone took her videos and they make her fart noises when she's. Yeah, she's like.
So-
and here,
What is the back to coffee? Like, what is the sustainability behind the K-Cups now?
Well, the sustainability, we did an episode a few years ago where it talked about the size of the mountain of K-Cups produced by one person if you have a coffee a day. And I think, because that was before the acquisition of Dr. Pepper buying Keurig, and I think once they bought it, they were a little more environmentally conscious because
Love
of
Dr. Pepper.
Right, so do I. And I think it's substantially subsided. So, apparently, Tyler was saying it's less than it was.
Yeah, so prior, there was, of course, a lot of environmental impact concerns with how much K-Cups were being used. And in 2014, it was estimated that enough K-Cups were discarded to circle the Earth more than 12 times.
That's insane.
So,
gross.
and think about how small they are. So, like, can you imagine consuming that many? And I remember we
the
were
worst kind of
a
human
K-Cup
centipede.
house. A lot of people were K-Cup houses. And I think the guy that originally created it was like, it's for an office so that everybody can have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's not for home use, man. That's too much. And
as
he
soon
hated
as it
that he
became
created it, right?
consumer level, it was game over, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also K-Cups require significant energy because they because it takes a lot to break those down. It also takes
Yeah.
a lot of energy to rebrew a cup of coffee every single time you're doing that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And of course, the plain old, there's just a lot of plastic pollution, man. So you got to be careful about that. So now some companies, including Keurig, have introduced recyclable K-Cups, which is great. They're made from number 5 plastic, which is more widely accepted in recycling programs. And I've seen them before. We've had them at the house too, where it's just the coffee filter, like a round belly of a coffee filter
That's
is
smart.
the bottom, and the top ring is a round biodegradable plastic, and the top is paper.
That's cool.
So that's nice. I'm cool with that. There's also been a push towards developing biodegradable and compostable coffee pods across the board. So a lot more
I've
companies
seen
are
like
getting
the
on board with it.
cheesecloth type covers.
And
Yeah,
just
that's
plain
what
old-
it was.
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah.
had. And coffee's good for your garden. I mean, if they made it biodegradable enough where you could put it in your garden, coffee adds nitrates and different acidity to your soil. That's good. Coffee and eggshells were what the old heads used to say to grow vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
and
anyway.
of course, just plain old consumer awareness. Consumer awareness has helped a lot with people
Knowing it sucks.
knowing that it sucks. And I mean, we went right back to a regular coffee pot because it just makes the most sense.
Right,
You
right,
spit
right.
it in there, and you got so much coffee. You want some.
Yeah.
Done. It doesn't matter if this one tastes like French vanilla. We're putting French vanilla creamer in it anyway.
Yeah,
What the
you
fuck
do,
is the
yeah.
difference? You don't need to worry about that.
Yep.
And they would break a lot. You remember the coffee in the beginning, the
It would
Keurig?
clog
Spill
and
over.
Yeah,
get
the little needle would
dirty.
clog. You'd have to do
Yeah.
like the cleaner one where you put water in the pot
Yeah.
and open and close it a bunch and shit. Like they
Yeah.
would get dirty a lot.
Yeah.
They would break a lot, and they were really expensive in the beginning.
They
About
were.
15 years ago, 10,
Very
15 years ago.
expensive. Yeah.
So
like $20. It's crazy.
yeah, so we mostly stick to the coffee pot, the old school coffee pot with the filter and the grounds. That's
Christy
the
All right,
deal.
does
so
it every
that's
day.
your method. Do you take it black or creamer?
Cream. I need creamer, dude.
Okay.
I will
What's-
have it black if I have no choice
Sure.
and I need the coffee, but absolutely not. I have the powdered creamer as a backup creamer in
Got
case
it.
we run out.
Yeah.
That's
So-
how serious I am about creamer.
I don't want to.
What's your method?
I don't want to overhaul this, but there's multiple answers to that question. Depends what time of day I'm having the coffee and what intensity I'm seeking.
All right.
So in the morning, I like to make it like a treat. I like to start my day something happy, like I need the cream and sugar. If I'm at work, and I get coffee during work time. I don't like to get coffee because it's just not. I'm not supposed to stop working and go make coffee. But if I do, I'll make black coffee and I'll put it in my little work refrigerator and cool it down a little bit, and then I can pound it when it's still
As
a
like
little
an
bit
iced
warm.
coffee, black iced coffee.
If I make coffee on my lunch break, then I will add the little creamers that we have, a little sugar, make it nice. I don't like super sweet coffee. I've never been a fan of super sweet coffee. I feel like it makes the coffee taste more acidic. And then if it's at the end of the day, I'll do
reflux?
black coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
reflux.
used to. After my surgery, I never had it anymore. So I'm
really?
happy. Yeah, the gastric
Fuck,
sleeve.
I want
One of the side effects of the gastric sleeve is to lose your gastric reflux, and I did. And it used to wake me up at night. Ever wake you up?
Wow.
That's why I just got put on like 4 acid reflux medications.
And then I asked the guy, did he have his uncle from Long Island if he had acid reflux? He
Yeah,
didn't.
I'm on
Shut up.
Prilosec. I'm on this other fucking sick
Yeah,
one.
it's bad, and
Yeah.
and coffee can
I have
definitely.
a new pillow just for acid reflux.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Really? What is it? A
Wow,
pillow
man.
cube or
It's essentially like a sex wedge, but yeah, multi-purpose.
it's essentially? Welcome to Full Slice Podcast.
Economical.
It's essentially a sex wedge.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. What about you for coffee?
I am strictly. It's basically just like a pour over carafe.
I love it.
Yeah.
The
The
Chemex. Yeah, I love it.
That's
Oh,
it's-
see, that's the one with like the coffee grounds in the funnel thing, and it
Yep.
runs through, and that's it.
Yep.
So basically, like a regular coffee pot, only you're moving the water yourself.
Yep.
I
and I
blew
get
up
to
a
control
Chemex
the
by
temperature.
Yeah, you're heating the water up, and you're pouring it on there and letting it run into a container below, and you pour that in your cup.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
It's cool. I like
I'm very
that.
particular about it. So that's
I-
why
How do you heat it up,
I
though? How
love
do you heat
my
up the
Chemex.
water?
I have an electric kettle.
So an electric kettle just boils it in a minute or whatever?
Yep, so 199 degrees, and then pour it in.
999 degrees.
199 degrees
thought you said
Fahrenheit.
I like my coffee at 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, I
It needs
serve
to be
it
fucking
like
lava.
Duncan serves it. Yeah.
Melts through the
Duncan
table.
serves their
Dang.
coffee the hottest.
Way too hot.
So which country do you think produces the most coffee?
Colombia.
Brazil.
Yep.
Really?
Brazil.
I didn't know
Brazil.
that.
Okay.
I didn't mean to.
Brazil produces the most coffee.
I like
and,
that.
And you're usually going to get
You were right. Yay.
so then it got me thinking like, okay, so Brazil makes that's Mexico.
That's the closest thing I had on short notice. It's not racist. It's just what I had.
Just play some Rio, whatever. So what do you think?
Her name is Maria.
What country do you think per cup drinks the most coffee?
America.
So this is like
France.
No. Spain.
nope,
Italy.
nope.
America.
It's all right. So it's Luxembourg's drinks the most per
Germany?
person.
Germany?
Yeah.
Germany?
Luxembourg.
I would have it never
Luxembourg
guessed
is its
that.
own country.
I have music for this one.
The next one is the Maldives.
Wait.
Oh, the Maldives in
Yeah.
England? Really?
No, yeah, I don't know where exactly. they are.
Maldives is Africa.
Okay.
They're drinking coffee. Okay, anyway.
Then it's
This shit
Lebanon.
used to kill me. It still does, clearly. I'm sorry.
Lebanese coffee culture
Okay.
means deeply traditional with thick black coffee enjoyed in small cups,
Love it.
symbolizing friendship
Where is
and
Lebanon?
hospitality. It's in the Middle East somewhere.
Okay.
Lithuania, I believe that's Eastern
Lithuania,
Europe.
okay.
Okay.
It's a staple across Lithuania, blending strong European brewing traditions with simple, nonsensical approaches.
Nonsensical approach.
Fiji, the island of Fiji.
Banana coffee.
It's just pretty much served on beaches and whatnot.
That's sick. That's cool.
Then there's Estonia, which is
Estonia?
kind of near Russia, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
yep,
is.
yep.
And they're just consumers. Then Samoa, which I can't say the way they say it. Samoa. Yeah.
Samoa.
Oh, the way that they pronounce
yeah,
Samoa?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I don't
can't
know.
say it. But yeah, it's pretty popular over there.
Interesting.
Belize, and then Macau, and then Laos.
So where are we? Where's the United States on that
So
list?
we're not on that list. We're
I
not.
don't
We're not
believe that.
like but we do consume the most coffee in the world
Oh, but we're not. But we're not as far
per
as like
person.
But cups don't.
Got it.
Yeah.
Aren't there places that do a lot of like espresso, and would they consider that cups of coffee?
Maybe.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the quantity wise.
But they'd be like, it's just a little sip and it's done. They could have 2 of those.
Espresso can be served in a shot.
We get like 16-ounce mugs for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's different.
Yeah.
It's just different serving.
But apparently, like the way that the beans are distributed, they consume that much.
Ounce for
Yeah.
ounce or
Yeah.
cup for cup. That's what we have to
Cup
think
for
about.
cup,
Yeah.
they consume more.
Ounce
but
for ounce, I guarantee America's most because of how
Yes.
gluttonous we
Yes.
all are.
So the top 10 countries that drink the most coffee in the world by thousands of 60-pound bags of dry coffee beans consumed is
Ooh.
United States,
Okay.
and that's 26,100 of those 60-pound bags.
26,000 of the 60,000.
Yeah.
Dude, do the math
Okay.
on that. That's like
it's-
a million pounds.
That's like over a
It's,
third.
it's like cost per milli, like
right? Isn't it over a third of all of the
pretty
coffee
much,
consumed?
yeah,
Right?
Pretty
Yeah,
much,
really, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Then it's Brazil, then it's Japan. So like it's 26,000, then Brazil's 22,000, and then Japan's 7,000. So it
Wow,
it's
it juts down
dry-
real fast.
Yeah, so we're just like
We're not.
we
We're
love it.
unbeatable. We
Yeah.
love it too much.
Yeah.
Champs.
Then it's Indonesia, Russia, Canada, Ethiopia, Philippines, Vietnam.
And I imagine those numbers are all kind of around the same.
Yeah,
at that
they
point.
drop off pretty far.
Canadian
Wow.
coffee's
So
pretty
Interesting.
good.
Like 60% of Americans drink coffee. That's a study that was passed. And
Okay.
I'm surprised it's only that much.
Yeah.
Wait,
I-
only 60%.
Only 64 that we're and that's about 2.8 billion pounds of green coffee processed.
64% of all Americans say they drink coffee. I thought
Yeah.
it would have been way higher than
I,
that.
Way
I thought so
higher.
as well.
Like
but
80s at least.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that doesn't drink coffee like
Yeah. At
Like-
least once a day.
that I've never seen not drink coffee.
Michael doesn't. His
Really?
birthday. We just said happy birthday to him. He doesn't drink coffee.
Really?
Not at all. He doesn't. What you were talking quickly about like a coffee on the beach and stuff like that made me think about it. Like, what's a nice place to have coffee that's non-conventional?
Oh,
'Cause I
like,
had coffee on the beach before, like a iced coffee, and that is, mwah.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
nothing
for
better
sure.
than that.
you give me a nice foggy morning on the docks in a lake.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
I'm just like
Bro,
yeah.
anywhere in New England was a
And
great
the-
time to
yeah,
have a
that's
coffee.
true,
Dude,
yeah.
New England is slowly becoming
Sorry,
a really
you win. Best answer. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that.
No, the coffee before the calm before a storm is the best time for me to have a coffee. Like before
little
the
chilly.
festival,
Yeah.
Like before Neshaminy, I enjoyed a coffee in literally their dining, like their parking lot dining outside area, thinking about the day. It was still cool and crisp on the air. Like that, and before Boston, like in New England,
Nice
when we would go to
loom distance.
Lamplighter and get that really good coffee
Yeah.
and sit there as buds and chill, it was so good.
Yeah. And you just take a
Pepita, I
nice
mean,
sip
sorry.
and you see the heat fog. What is it called?
This is apparently a homeless person running the
Steam.
streets of
The
Cambridge.
heat fog.
The heat
Yeah.
fog. Yeah,
Heat
heat
fog.
fog.
Steam
Can I
coming
say
off your
something
cup.
weird without judgment?
Sure.
I like when so we just were talking about fall last week when we were
You
together.
want to talk about magnets?
I do. This is pretty much magnet talk.
Koozies are fucking awesome.
Magnet corner right here. Okay, that's going to be when I branch out and geek out.
Magnet corner, everybody.
We have a
Magnet
metal
corner.
patio. We have a metal patio, so it's metal chairs and a metal table. In the fall, when it's really cold in the morning, I'll go out and let the dogs out, make a cup of coffee, and I'll sit on the cool
Oh, yeah.
chair.
Ooh, that's
and
nice.
like the chill table, my arms is cold. It just sets me up. I don't want to go to immediate heat and long sleeves working
Yeah.
like straight from. It's a great transition to sit out there, watch the dogs do their
and
thing.
you're sipping your cup.
Yeah, I love it.
A habit I've started is walking the dog early in the morning after I feed Haley at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll take Abby for a walk and I'll drink my coffee while I'm
Oh,
walking around.
see,
with her.
that's so.
I like doing
that's-
that.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little start in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if you remember when we went to Boston the first time when we went to Treehouse.
Yeah.
I was very particular. I was going over the bags and I was like looking at all the processes
you were.
at which because
Oh,
I have
yeah.
a very particular approach to what kind of beans I want.
Right.
And so I don't know if you've taken a look at after that moment, but there is a thing called natural processed and wash process.
I know.
Okay.
I've heard of both
Yeah.
of those. Yes.
So natural process is essentially you get rewind. Coffee comes coffee beans essentially come from the inside of like a little cherry. So the cherries are picked when they're ripe, and then
It's just the bean. What do they do with the cherry part?
so there's two ways to process it. You can do wash process, which they just power wash the shit out of it, and then
Just blow the cherry part off of the shell.
and then they harvest the bean, or it's natural, which is my preference, which is they just let it dry rot essentially by the sun.
Interesting. You
And
get a
then-
better flavor that way,
Oh,
I think?
robust
I-
flavor.
more rich
Yes.
flavor?
I do. I think it's a more full flavor.
That makes sense because the cherry, it's sitting on it and it's absorbing it the whole time,
That's
right?
my belief.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Does
That
every
makes a lot of
coffee
sense.
maker have to disclose the process
I don't
in
think
which
they
their
have
beans?
to, but-
and if it's grounds, do they determine if it was wash
Yes,
process?
they do.
Okay.
Yep.
It's
You'll
one
see.
more expensive than
I
the
should
other.
look because the
I
ones
don't
I
think
like.
so. Like technically, so that's the one thing about wash that I don't like. It requires so much more water waste. So
True.
much more water
Good
waste.
point.
Big
yeah.
time, yes.
Besides the fact that you're not getting that change in flavor, it's pretty much just cut and dry. Here's a coffee bean.
Yep.
Versus a natural process of it coming to.
That's what I get.
Yeah, you might. Most commercial coffee's washed. It's
Okay,
just
yeah,
easy.
it just
it's just
makes sense.
easy.
Yeah.
It's
quicker.
less. Yeah, exactly.
They mass produce. It's got to get out to it.
Precisely.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
So Yeah, so the reason why I like natural is because one is the flavor and two is the environmental stuff. But then I was looking into more of the natural stuff, and they have to clear out trees to make sure they have drying areas. So it's like deforestation versus deforestation versus water
waste.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't state what type of process.
So when you're
the beans
looking
are
at a
in.
container, how do you know the difference if it's been washed or not?
It will literally say natural or washed.
It'll say natural or washed.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
I tend to look for natural, just whole beans.
While you keep talking, can I go get my coffee? I want to see if I see it on the pack.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so what I was going to say also before about espresso, I never knew what the number meant.
What? Oh, the 84 rating and stuff like that.
No, so the intensity, like if you look at the espresso.
Oh, like robusto.
Yeah, so see how it's 11 out of 13 or 9 out of 15.
Oh, okay.
An intenso is 11, and then a super intenso ristretto is a 12 out of 13.
Ristretto just means short shot or long pull.
Well, but it's the strongest type.
Yeah.
Ristretto. Yeah. All right,
When
let's
you
see what
talk
it
about
says.
Coffee you have at home. Nothing gets more standard than Maxwell House
Yeah,
in a
what do
big
they say?
plastic container.
Yeah,
do
what
they say anything
what do
about
they say?
their
Yeah.
processing?
So let's see.
They're marketing smart. The orange and the blue pops.
Yeah.
Ingredients: 100% pure coffee. Kraft Heinz Foods come to Chicago, Illinois.
Wait, Maxwell House is Kraft Heinz? When the fuck did that happen?
Adjust strength as needed for maximum freshness. Store best diffused. It doesn't say.
Really? Let me see.
Doesn't say.
I believe you. I just want to look at it.
I'm just
They
making
probably
sure I didn't
found that
miss
the
it.
people don't really care about that
Perfect
information.
balance of strength, flavor,
Maybe.
good to the last drop.
I'll Google if Maxwell House is washed or natural.
So yeah, so there's a lot of environmental concerns.
I'll
when
leave it here for coffee
when
talk.
it comes to coffee, and I'm sure you guys seen like the
not
Rainforest
sponsored by us,
Initiative,
never mind.
Fair Trade, and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, like Fair Trade coffee and whatnot.
Just like a lot of other big industries.
Yeah, so basically the whole initiative behind Fair Trade and the Rainforest, whatever the hell, Alliance Initiative or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
is essentially to make sure that the little guys get paid. Because often, like the chocolate industry, fuck you, Nestle,
Or maple syrup.
yeah. Often it's unfortunate because there's a lot of indentured servitude that happens. There's indigenous people in Brazil that often just get their land taken over by these people who want to make these coffee farms with hectares, and then they just have to pretty much work, and their rent is more expensive than what they get paid, so they just live there in slavery.
Yeah, indentured
pretty much
servitude.
savory.
Yeah.
Savory.
Yeah, so then-
Slavery. I put the L in the wrong place.
So there's an interesting
Savory.
thing that happened in Brazil over the past 15 years is that there's been country funding for indigenous people, so they don't have to work in those facilities anymore.
Well, they're not forced to. They can do what they need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that puts the coffee industry up against a couple things, along with global warming, is that they don't have any people to pick these cherries.
Right, because
anymore.
they can't enslave anybody to do it.
And so there's this like hard debate where people think that there's a lesser quality if they use machines and versus humans. And so now
Just to pick the cherries?
yeah, so now this whole industry has to adapt to either they have to find people or
Yeah, and pay them decent.
yeah, or
Take
they have to
cut.
start using machines, which people have a thing against. But the thing
What about
about
they training monkeys? Wasn't that a thing
Yeah.
somewhere? Wasn't that a thing
yeah.
somewhere?
Well, there is a coffee that comes from cat poop.
Yeah.
I had it. The Puma.
Kopi Luwak.
The Puma coffee. I had
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
It
So
wasn't that great.
You had
Maybe.
cat poop coffee?
Yeah, I did.
there's also like elephant poop coffee as well.
I've heard of that one too. I haven't had that. Yeah.
I looked into
again.
that, and it's pretty bad what they do to these animals. They just pretty much just like keep them in small cages to
And just feed 'em the cherries?
coffee. Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's pretty sad. But anyways, go back to nicer things.
It doesn't say if it's washed or not.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't
It
say.
says generally
Oh,
the
yeah.
companies don't disclose.
Maxwell. Oh. Well, maybe it's like a snobby thing that
Says
I
generally,
find
large
in,
commercial coffee brands like Maxwell House may use a mix of both, depending on the source of beans and batch of
Arabica
beans.
or
Interesting.
Robusta.
So it could be either or.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who knows? But I mean, it doesn't get more generic and boring than just like a can of Maxwell House in your house, in your house.
It's what resonates with you.
But I mean, it's just because I just want coffee. It's gonna taste like the creamer I have anyway. You know.
I love
Why
it.
would you
Exact-
grab it by the lid?
What?
I
Were
drink
you
my co-
looking
I
to
drink my
start
coffee
an
black.
issue? Like you literally
No.
grabbed it by the lid,
No,
So-
I did like a both thing. Like,
like a both.
all right.
You just know how to trigger me. It's okay.
So before all the indigenous funding happened, it got so bad that these companies or this organization Fairtrade had to pretty much like start helping farmers establish fair ways to pay these individuals.
So how, like, they're actually coming up with ways for them to have the funding?
Yeah, so these companies pay a fee into the fair trade, whatever the organization.
They're not sponsored by us. It looks like they're sponsored by us. There you go.
And then the fair trade organization essentially sets them up with consultants to find ways to make it sustainable and ethical and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Or they approve their current system. So there's a rigorous process.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So either your system is broken and needs to be fixed if you want to start making money. Here's someone who can help you right the wrong. Or you're fine and just keep going.
It's general consulting.
So it's all about being a part of this organization, this fair trade organization.
Yeah.
And getting the help you need to continue to be sustainable in a supplier of the coffee beans to what or are they individually bagging and selling their own coffee, or does it go to one big company?
So essentially they bag all the green beans before they're pre-roasted.
Yeah, okay.
The roastery does that. So like Pepitas will get green beans and then they'll roast them.
Okay.
And
what roastery will get from multiple places to roast them for somebody?
Yeah. So like you can roast like a mild roast would be middle. Dark roast,
right. And is that one that has more caffeine in it than another one, depending on the roast
so
amount?
Light roast should have more caffeine.
That's what I thought. Yeah. That's why I always go for light roast. Plus, it's less smoky. This is light roast. Yeah.
I used to think, dark roast, robusto. It's got a ton of caffeine.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's got the least.
So maybe I need to start getting dark coffee if I'm having too much caffeine.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm starting to feel if I'm starting to feel the twitches in my eye.
Yeah, you might. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
or you're
maybe
feeling
it's too
eye
much
twitches. You should stop altogether.
No. Like the every once in a while I get a little thunk in your eyelid, and
I haven't gotten in a while. But
I haven't had that in a
No.
long time.
If I drink my coffee too fast in the morning, I'll get it for a tiny bit.
I'll do that if I drink Celsius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just if you drink it too fast. If I let it sit, if I sip it throughout like a 4 or 5 hour period, it's fine.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I didn't think of that.
You
That's
know,
actually not a
one
bad
thing
idea.
I learned about our family and coffee, my dad told me this recently. Our great-grandfather would make a pot of coffee at like a family thing or for their family every day, and whatever they didn't drink, he would put in a pitcher and put it in his fridge. Before iced coffee was even a thing.
He was cool.
Like
that microphone came out of nowhere.
Started deep throating the microphone.
getting the riz on.
Father John?
But yeah, he.
Is that you?
Sorry. I know religion. You can
But
cut
to
that.
get that wasn't the religious we were talking about. But yeah, he would make iced coffee and put it in the fridge and come home from work and have a big cold cup of iced coffee to, because my family, they were farmers, so they'd work full time during the day and then they'd come home and farm, and that's how they got their energy.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Did you farm today?
Did you farm today?
I farmed all day.
You're good.
So,
so it's getting better. There's
yeah.
a lot of good things. So
They're
actually,
improving the process.
Yeah, in the last
They're
couple of
getting help.
years, Brazil's enforcing this regulation where if you have so many hectares of a coffee farm, you have to reserve 20% of it to a local forest, which will preserve the flora, the fauna.
Oh, it's like farmland preservation.
Yeah,
That's
good.
awesome. Sick. I like that idea.
That's helping out because all of these farmers, 90% of the farmers are in this full sun system, which essentially is there's like zero shade. It's just because they need to produce all this amount, and they pretty much harvest right before their winter or right around their winter season.
Okay.
So.
And what is their winter season? Is it a dry season?
Yeah, it's like, well, actually, so
It's
in,
like right now.
in 2021, they experienced their first frost, which killed a shitload of coffee plants.
Oh my God, no way.
So yeah, that's the
In
first.
Brazil, they got frost?
Yeah, so it killed a ton. So now their summers are a hell of a lot hotter. So this full sun system is burning the shit, and it's actually confusing these plants, which is making them go from underripe to ripe without hitting, or underripe to overripe without hitting the ripeness. So now they have to cut. So now people are like, oh no, I have to redescribe Brazilian coffee flavor profiles because of this environmental phenomenon.
Did you have anything you were going to touch on about decaf and how they're changing the practices for decaf, what they do?
Yeah, there's a water process for decaf that I actually really enjoy. But now that learning about it,
did you learn there's a chemical they just banned this year?
Oh really?
It's called cyanide, something.
Google crystal meth.
Crystal meth.
It was.
They used to use crystal meth.
I highlighted it so that we could talk about it. Methylene chloride. Okay, so methylene chloride bleaches or not bleaches, but it's like it cleans it takes out the caffeine molecules.
Oh.
It strips them.
So maybe that's why I like the wet water.
It's the new way they have to do it.
Okay.
Because the methylene chloride was banned in January of 2024.
So I've been buying good. Okay.
So you've been buying good. Any decaf coffee still Any decaf coffee made before January 2024 probably had that methylliptic.
So how do they get rid of it now? Just a different
It's a
chemical
different
that's not.
like cold water process.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
cold water.
Yeah.
That removes the caffeine.
Yeah, I didn't do that much research into that one before
That's
this episode.
interesting.
Not many people care about decaf. I found. I don't know anybody
Yeah.
that drinks it. I know
Really?
no one that drinks. The only person that drank decaf was Baby. That's it.
I remember people drinking decaf, and I'll have it sometimes like at a party, but it's like a birthday party, but it's at
Yeah.
night with the cake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a nice accompaniment.
Right?
Of
It always
course.
or it's like the adult's hot chocolate.
Yeah, yeah,
Pretty
that's
much,
a great way
right?
to put it.
I want a
Yeah.
nice, warm, sweet-ish drink, but I got to go to bed soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
Decaf.
exactly.
Right? And you can have that all day long. The only side effect is it staining your teeth, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Can
the
I have-
acidity, I guess, is still
Sure.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have
Hurt your belly.
a fake caffeinated beverage to have with my butter bread sugar, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, it only has like 5 to 10 milligrams
Yeah,
of
it's,
caffeine.
but it's
It's
yeah.
negligible amount.
I think there
Yeah.
was something to
Okay.
be said when Tyler said, "Do you think it's enough just to trigger your brain and make your brain happy that you're bringing caffeine into your body?"
If you're trying to cut down on caffeine, which I would love to get rid of coffee altogether, because having somebody who has stomach issues, pouring the coffee in your stomach every day can't be a good thing.
No,
Can't be, or it
No.
can't help.
Depends, yeah. I guess it's like a chemistry experiment. You got to offset it with some other
Dude, yeah, you got to do
Red
something
Bull.
because I
pH
tried.
balancing. Yeah,
I tried cold turkey for a couple of days and I was just a miserable fuck.
Oh,
Like I
you
was
can't-
exhausted. I was tired.
The
I was
headaches.
groggy. The headaches
Yeah.
were
Oh, it's a
massive.
it's a drug.
And I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get a hold of myself all day. I was just like, I need to go to bed. I feel sick. I feel
Yeah.
sick.
yeah.
So I can't do it that way. But
Try an energy drink. Try like a Red Bull or a Monster.
yeah, maybe and like just drink a little less of it or something as
Yeah.
the day as each day comes or something.
Would you do a decaf wean?
I would try decaf instead, just because I still really like the warm cup of something in the morning. You know.
I want
and
somebody
that's
to
a good idea 'cause
switch
it would still
out.
trick your brain into thinking this is normal. This is a normal day and everything's fine.
Yeah.
And you won't think about it. You just be drinking your coffee.
Do it on
Right?
Like
I mean, yeah.
But with a newborn in the house, is that really the best time to do that?
no.
I mean, I recently stopped taking. Went cold turkey on my ADHD medication and coffee at the same time, and it was
Dude, that's bad.
that was a weird one.
That's bad. Stratera?
Yeah,
Dude, I did the same thing.
yeah, I got, yeah.
And that's what I was changing my dose of Stratera and cutting coffee because I was worried about my heart rate going up.
Yep, yeah, same reasons. Yeah.
So I did that, both of those things at once. Instead of just trying one and then trying the other one, I did both at once.
Yeah.
And I was fucking exhausted.
it
Yeah.
was a
It was
weird 2
hard.
weeks. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's why I didn't like any SSRIs. Like it brings your heart rate up so much. Like I'd be working out and I get lightheaded. Like it's not a good time. It didn't the good did not weigh the bad there for me.
Yeah.
So
there's other ways to focus.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
Headspace.
if I would quit, if I were to quit
Calm,
coffee,
calm.
you'd have to wean yourself. So I would do like just Wednesdays, no coffee for 2 weeks, and then no Wednesday, Thursday, no 2 weeks, no coffee.
Yeah, or like Friday
Yeah.
would be a good day to do that because at least it's Friday, man.
You have the energy
know?
of a Friday.
I would do like
Friday gives you energy.
I would do
naturally.
like, I would cut it with decaf. So I did half calf, and then you go to
Dude, that's
you
a
go to-
Like I said with the
yeah,
poppy with the
that's
energy
a good
drink.
idea.
yeah,
Cut it, yeah.
yeah, you got to cut it.
Like I should get one of these and a decaf one and just do one scoop of this and one scoop of the decaf and put it in the thing. Can
That's
I do
not a-
right? And
That's
put it
not
in
a bad
the-
idea.
Put it in
Yeah.
the basket.
It's a great idea.
And then just do a little bit more of the other
put
one
the
until
decaf in the basket.
Put the decaf in the basket.
yeah.
He puts the creamer on his skin, and we can have coffee again.
The late great Hannibal Lecter.
All right. So I also wanted to ask y'all, what other foods or drinks do you like coffee flavor in?
Ice cream.
Oh, coffee flavored
Ice cream, 100%.
things. Oh, coffee cake, little bun things. The little.
Do you taste coffee in those?
No. Just like them. Or are they
French
supposed
fries.
To, are they supposed to taste like coffee or go with coffee?
Oh, okay. All right. I'll ask that next question. That's the next question.
Okay,
What,
yeah.
what food do you like with coffee flavoring?
No, I'm just saying. I think those are called coffee cakes because they're cakes made to go with coffee.
I would, yeah.
It
I
is.
think that's
It's
why they're
true.
called
It's true.
that.
For sure,
Okay.
for sure.
But what goes good with coffee?
No. What
do
so
I like with
do you
coffee?
like espresso martinis? Like what?
Oh, yeah,
like,
for
like,
sure.
Like coffee flavored things that aren't exactly coffee.
Oh,
Dude, the best
Okay.
espresso martini I ever had in my
Bailey's.
entire life was at the guy Phil I was telling you about that makes the mead. He's a mixologist. He has like a cool bar. He's like a bourbon guy. Like but he's cool and elegant about it. And he goes, "Do you like espresso martinis?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And he made one. I was like, "This is better than any bar." I've had them in upscale bars and
Sure.
like fancy hootie tootie places where it's
Yeah.
like your go-to thing, and it was better than anything of that. It was the best, and I love espresso martinis and coffee ice cream.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
Tiramisu can be a coffee flavor.
Yeah. You soak the lady fingers
Oh,
in espresso
yeah.
before you stack them.
Coffee
Yeah.
ice cream.
Yep.
Affogato.
I forgot
Coffee
to.
cupcakes. Espresso brownies.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
want that right now.
Coffee macaroons.
Dude, I love espressos.
Oh,
Coffee
yeah.
jelly?
Coffee jelly.
What's coffee jelly? Can you read
Coffee
that?
flavored gelatin, often served with cream.
So, what?
So
What?
So coffee Jello?
What do you
Yeah.
put it? What do you put it on?
Ew. Tyler, Google coffee jelly.
Yeah, let's find out. What
Can you make the screen bigger than a piece of bread?
I can't make. It was
Give me,
Copilot.
give me a post-it note.
Yeah. Can I have a magnifying glass?
Oh, it's cubes of jelly
I don't know.
floating in a cream
I don't
cup.
like that.
I don't know.
That makes me. That
It's
makes
like
my back itch.
It's like frozen gummy worms.
Ew.
Terrible.
Yeah. It's like the
Yeah.
reverse dirt cake.
Yeah.
No, you know what that reminds me of? The frozen worm cubes you feed fish.
Ew! Get it out of here. It does. Holy shit! It looks like a sickly.
That's
disease.
Do you know
That's
what? Do you know what
gross.
aspic is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. We should go down that road. How
Oh
many
my
people in
God.
the 50s?
I
made
don't know.
Type in
Peas.
aspic. ASP. It'll probably
Type
autofill.
1950s aspic. Look.
No.
Yes, this was a huge. Look at the
So-
deviled egg one.
Ev-
Ew.
Everyone were leaving coffee.
No, just for a second. Shrimp aspic.
This is disgusting Jello flavored, Jello centric dishes from the 50s and 60s. They thought they were getting creative. You got like shrimp
Yeah.
suspended in Jello. You got Jello SpaghettiOs.
That's
Jello hoagie.
it's kind of pretty in itself, but it's
It's
disgusting.
coming back though. That's the thing that sucks.
Who?
Delights from the golden age
California.
of aspic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Dude, this looks nasty, man. It's like casseroles, like a bunch of different random where people just take leftovers and mix it in a bowl and make
So the
casserole.
story
Like
behind this,
cartoon food.
you know why
yeah,
they did
it's
this?
like fake food.
It made the food last longer because it preserved it.
That makes sense.
Well, yeah. We got deviled eggs and shrimp suspended in clear gelatin.
aspic is
texturally, it has to be awful.
has to be
Has to.
terrible. It looks like when you do a bone broth for too long.
Yeah, well, that's good jelly.
That's
Jello
good jelly.
salads.
I make that for the dog.
Yeah, I love the jiggliness.
When I make wings, I take the little wing tips and boil the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, get them.
And
yeah.
I call it
Nasty.
when I feed the dogs. I said, "Daddy's going to make it special." The dog's like, "Holy fuck!"
Holy fuck.
Shitty food porn is the Reddit
That's a
page.
good Reddit.
Yeah, that's a great
Let's
Reddit.
just jump into
Shitty
it.
food.
Let's
Yeah.
see what the first.
Shitty
one's
food
there.
porn.
Shitty food porn.
Wait, no, wait. I want to
did-
go to
we did
sort my
coffee.
most popular of all time. Can I do that? Let me
We
go
did
to
do
this.
coffee justice, so I'm ready to go with this.
All right, let's go to top of all time. Can it do that? Let me see what it
I
loads.
love that Ramsey's the head of it.
Yeah, top today, top all time. Shitty
Melted
food.
cheese with hot sauce. Oh no!
Oh, it's Trump.
And
It's
McDonald's.
Trump's McDonald's dinner, and they're lighting the candles and shit.
Next. What the fuck is that?
Ew,
Ew.
ew! It's just a lobster
Yeah.
in bread.
Crab boiled in Pepsi
Crab-
Max.
Oh.
Ew.
Pepsi Max. What is that?
That's kind of cool.
Dumplings?
Look at that.
Why is this on shitty food?
That's good.
He perfectly
That was dope.
flipped it.
Yeah.
Ew! Look at that
Ordered
salad.
Caesar salad for $15 from a local
like
restaurant.
two
It's six pieces of romaine lettuce, croutons
And
on
a
the
ham?
side.
What is that?
That's
Oh, that's
awful.
croutons. Ew!
Ew, what is
What
this?
is that?
Cookie dough
Okay, that's disgusting.
in a dish. Vegetarian.
Oh God!
I'm gonna do that on the internet. I'm doing that. I'm doing that tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm
God.
filming that tomorrow.
Refried beans.
In a fucking tortilla, slice
I'm
it and fry it. That'd be
fucking
good.
filming that tomorrow.
Today on Sandwiches of
So
History.
you take the cylindrical shaped thing of fried beans from the can, you leave it out a la the cranberry
Yeah.
sauce at Thanksgiving,
Oh my
and you
God.
roll it in a tortilla.
Yes.
yeah, but slice it and cook it. That'd be good.
Is this a
That
Bulbasaur
looks
or
like
something?
a possum.
A possum. Yes, it looks like a possum.
Yeah, it does. A possum that's confused.
Do you guys have any memories of your childhood when like your parents made something and
Oh,
you're
for
just
sure.
like, oh
Yeah.
no?
I don't like
Oh,
it.
not.
no.
Oh no. Yeah, my oh no that my mom made was split pea soup. I hated it.
Did they make you like
Ham salad.
You're not leaving the table until you finish it.
Tuna salad, ham
We-
salad,
salad.
anything with
We
celery
were-
in it like that. I did not
Oh,
like it.
really?
We were
Nope.
not pushed to finish food like my dad was. They would eat it for breakfast if they didn't eat it for dinner.
Oh.
So they'd get pit. My mom used to psychologically mess with us and say that like any vegetable we didn't like, my grandfather grew it in his garden.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a little.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it worked.
So aspic and coffee.
What about you, Phil? What do
big-
you like in coffee in?
Yeah.
I do like an espresso martini. I was going to mention tiramisu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tiramisu. I'm from New Jersey.
Tiramisu is good at
Tiramisu.
ShopRite. I think they have the best one. I've
Really?
had bakery ones, and ShopRite one still blows me
Should
away.
do a tiramisu review.
Sound like Jimmy Vollmer. Jimmy Vollmer. What's going on? Ops.
Yeah, so I mean that's been my coffee journey so far. I've been a big fan of it. Unfortunately, have to slow down. It seems like we all do because we're getting fucking old. But
Yeah,
man.
you're ramping back up.
I have to. I'm ramping back up. Just lack of sleep lately, man. It's been brutal. Like
Yeah,
it could be worse. I will say that it could be worse with the sleep. It's not horrible, but by like midday, I'm really fucking feeling it. And
Yeah.
like I can't work out. Obviously, I have a hard time doing chores around the house, keeping up with things around. I'm just exhausted. I'm just sitting on my ass all day.
Yeah.
And it's rough. So coffee is definitely a necessity these days with the baby.
I texted our group chat the other night. I was helping them feed him. Remember, I had the bottle at Nikki's. Or,
Yeah.
no, I was here holding the bottle.
Yeah.
It was a glass bottle.
Yes.
And I was gonna play this song. I sent it in the group chat.
You did?
For when I feed Haley next time. I want to play it.
Nice. Perfect. A Enfamil, shake it up.
Right.
Extra energy, diet, vitamin D.
Type in a song called Nissan Altima. That's the song I want to play with my no.
Oh, okay.
Nissan Altima song.
There it is.
There it is. Dude.
First one.
Whoa.
She's really good.
Wow. Carrie Bradshaw with a back brace on. Holy shit. Whoa. The Nissan Altima's going on a tow truck. yeah. I love it. Dude, that's
Did
great,
you have a
Phil.
Nissan Altima at one point?
I did.
You did. It looks like I remember your car.
Yeah, dude,
Your
I had
gold
every shitty car you think of. I had.
one.
Yeah. Every
But you just
shitty car.
rolled through so many. How many
Dude,
did you have? Like 20?
I had the Hyundai Sonata. I had the Hyundai Elantra. I had the Nissan Altima. I had the Jeep Cherokee. Like
Do
every
you have a Geo? You
No,
can round it
no,
out with a Geo.
the T-tops, what was that?
Camaro.
The
I had an old Camaro.
You had a T-top.
Yeah.
T-top Camaro.
I had a
The
Ford-
Sunbird?
I had a Sunturd. Yeah.
Sunturd.
I had an '89 F250.
What have you done to all these vehicles?
Blew
that you
them
need
up.
to
Dude.
Okay.
Wrecked them or blew them
Dude,
up.
yeah.
I've had probably
How many-
15 cars.
You have 15?
Probably, yeah.
I had the Corolla, the Chevy truck,
Yep.
and then my Impala,
the-
and
the
now I'm on my
Corolla.
fourth car.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on 3.
Fourth car.
Rendezvous, Subaru.
At one time, I owned
Subaru
3 cars at one
Rendezvous.
time.
Wait,
I had that.
Rendezvous?
Buick Rendezvous.
Buick Rendezvous.
And
Yeah.
then a Subaru Crosstrek, and now whatever the Kia that I have. It's probably
yeah.
going to get stolen by
Nice.
some kid.
Yeah,
The
probably.
Kia boys, or whatever they are.
Remember, I had 3 cars at one time. I had a Camaro, I had my Ford truck, and I had a big Chevy van.
Yeah, your van for
Yeah.
scrapping.
Yep, I had a scrapping company for a
That's
little
a
while.
good idea.
It was fun. I liked it. It was
Should
great.
get
It
one of
worked.
I want a K car or a K truck.
Dude, a
What's
Kai
that?
truck?
The little tiny.
Tape KEI truck.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. They're tiny little
They're
car-sized
so
trucks.
cheap.
There's
They're-
a whole Reddit page for them.
You can get a $2,500 one shipped here for $1,000 from Japan.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Dude.
I want it.
Dude, going down that turnpike in that thing.
Are they all right?
Yeah.
Right
As
there?
a homeowner, there's so many times where you need a bed.
Right?
That's the fucking problem,
Yeah.
dude. I
You could
just
drive
want
that in your
to get a
backyard.
shitty pickup just so I have a bed.
Go to Lowe's, load it up, or Home Depot, whoever wants to sponsor.
Right.
Look
or,
at that,
or
dude.
Ace Hardware.
That's awesome.
My friend Steve has one. I've been in one and driven around. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
They're
neat.
sick.
Dude,
and they
you
can
get a
hold a
lot.
lot. They're economical. It could probably fit through an
That one's
8-foot
cool.
fence gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Probably can't get through an 8-foot opening.
Yeah, probably. And then drive it around your backyard. Put your pool in with it.
Dude,
Oh.
I need one of them. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
if I had
love
money,
that.
I'd buy one.
Just to be able to like drive shit to the ecological center, bring home furniture. Like there's so many times as a homeowner
they're
that you
easy
need
to
the
steal,
damn
though.
truck
I
bed.
mean, if you millennials will stop spending money on coffee and avocado toast, maybe you can afford one.
I know, right?
Fucking millennials.
Yeah, but now we learn more about coffee, so we won't have to spend as much. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good Reddit page, though. The Kai Truck page. What
Yeah,
is
there's
it called?
There's a bunch of different. It's just called Kai Truck.
I like that. I'm
It's
gonna
just people that have like tricked them out, or they own them, and they're probably doing troubleshooting stuff too. You
tricked
know.
them out. What do you exhibit?
No, I mean, look. This one's dressed up like a cat, like a caterpillar.
Yeah.
I love that.
I like that.
What's that? A construction brand.
Yeah, diesel.
Look,
like
they got
a diesel
different kind of
bulldozer.
studded tires on it and stuff, and
That's really cool.
yeah, they got different
Rims on it.
tires, rims.
It's
Like, you
cab
could- you
over
could
too,
try-
so it's safe.
It's. Are they all right hand driven?
I think they are.
Yeah, that's that might
might
be
be a
that might be
problem.
hard to get used to.
That
Yeah.
might be a problem.
That might be hard. I'm not a mailman.
Yeah, that's funny.
I ain't no mailman, motherfucker.
But that's cool.
Mailman.
It made me think, like the thing I was telling you, the numbers when Tyler went to help with the baby monitor. the intensity of the coffee. I always wondered, does that mean like coffee that's most intense? We talked about light roast, dark roast, whatever, but how do they pinpoint, like, this is 5 out of 10, this is 6 out of 10, this is 11 out of 10?
And what intensity? Not the caffeine, like how dark it is, or
I
caffeine?
guess. Is that caffeine content
There's
or the
there's
dark?
multiple ratings with coffee.
Okay.
I don't know which one.
Because I want to know, like, is a Robusto that's a 10 out of 13 better than a 5 out of 13? Like, what does that number mean?
Like, I don't think it's about like flavor. It's not like a score of
To
like
me,
a
they don't taste
judgment.
that much
It
different.
must just be like a alcohol content
Something.
of a beer or something.
Yeah, because
you know,
that's weighed by gravity. So I'm sure that's a process that.
Yeah.
It's,
something
it's
like
by
that.
gravity. It might be some sort of scale that we don't know. That's on the same CD as Georgia. Tennessee, why?
Why Georgia? Why New Jersey? Why?
Well,
Yeah.
Horrible. So coffee is a huge part of everybody's lives, and
every morning.
Every morning, you don't really think about it. You don't think about where it comes from, how it's made, any of that. But
My qualification for it is if I can get a lot of it for cheap. That's my thing. I don't like this. You can spend a
You buy
lot.
2.5, 5.5 bags.
No, and what I'm saying is I'm not being.
I've had enough coffee. Those guys have coffee.
I can do that, by the way. One episode will bust it out. I could do full-on auctioneer. I've been to so many auctions, I picked it up, but I'll do it another time. But anyway, I'm not trying to be cheap about the coffee, but it's very easy to overspend with coffee.
Yeah.
Very, very,
Buy
very,
bulk.
very, very
Buy
easy.
bulk, hermetically seal.
Yeah, that's
Bulk,
it. Yeah.
hermetically sealed.
Yep, I buy the bulk when Amazon has a sale on
Mayonnaise.
the Nespresso cups. I buy like today. I bought I think I got 80 of them for like $30.
Yeah.
What's
Like, it's
something you
cheap.
shouldn't buy in bulk? Pianos,
Yeah, couches.
Yeah. I was saying pianos is a
pie
good one.
trucks.
Yeah, couches.
Rotten fruit.
Yeah, cars, children. I don't know.
I don't know, like mayonnaise.
Oh, speaking of which, what you said, not children.
Wow.
Speaking
Speaking
of
of which,
children-
buying
So
children.
I did learn an interesting fact. I was listening to a couple of podcasts about coffee, and Guatemala is a massive coffee producer, but that's
Yeah.
not their main production. Their main production is people, and then coffee second.
What?
Meaning,
Wait a minute.
so Guatemalans, according to the study, Guatemalans go to America and they make more money and they send money back, and that accounts for 15% of their GDP.
15% comes from out
the
of.
study. Yeah. So
15% of their
coffee is
income.
second in Guatemala.
So what do? They come here,
Make money,
make
they
money,
get a job,
and send it
whatever,
back
and send
home.
it back.
They
Yep.
export people to import money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Holy fuck!
The
That's
number
a
one
crazy
job in
statistic.
Guatemala is going out of Guatemala.
Yeah, is making
Apparently
money
so.
elsewhere.
is
Yeah.
leaving Guatemala.
That's what I listened to. Yeah, when we were, because there was the person that ran the podcast about coffee. She has a bunch of farms all over South America, and then she said that she noticed that. So,
Wow.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so- and
that's
then-
that doesn't really speak very highly of their own economy there, does it?
yeah, and
There's
and,
no
and then
really-
they don't have people to pick the cherries, so they have to go to machines.
And then people
that's-
think it's a
there
shittier
starts
quality.
that whole problem. Is
Yeah.
I can't make money here. I'm going to go like everyone else and go across the river and go make money over there,
It's
or
like-
across
yeah.
the
Same
border and
thing.
make money over
It's like the
there.
equivalent of selling out as a coffee company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exporting.
It's
Right?
crazy.
Man,
So
so
you
don't
learn
think
something-
about it,
you learn
but
something.
little food for thought today with some coffee chat.
Let us
Yeah.
know what kind of coffee you like, and if you don't drink coffee, and what you think about people that do.
Coffee breath.
Coffee breath.
Oh,
Coffee breath is bad.
We should have talked about coffee breath.
Coffee breath.
We still
Yeah.
can.
Did you ever get hit with coffee breath from like your math teacher or something trying to show you a problem or something? It's just,
Yeah.
divide the denominators by the equal.
I wonder if Tyler will get this reference.
But,
You know, when I was eating the tuna fish,
Yeah.
Phil knows the Office reference is really good, and I was eating tuna fish. I was like, it's literally the smelliest thing that you can eat. And I was like, did you bring a bag of baby poop, Oscar, to eat on the plane?
Yeah.
Really? You brought egg salad?
Really?
Oscar?
Egg salad?
Did you bring a bag of baby poop too?
And then he realizes there's nothing to eat on the planes. He's like,
This is
anyway.
my flight
Have
attendant.
some
She's my
egg salad.
personal valet.
Yeah.
She smacks his knee.
yeah, with the cart,
Yeah.
with the beverage
Yeah.
cart.
Oh,
He's like,
man.
he's so nice. He's like, I made egg salad sandwiches. If anybody wants one, really, Oscar, egg salad sandwiches.
Big bag of tape. Oh my god.
Awesome, guys. Let us know
Yep.
in the chat what you want to hear, and let us know how you like the episode. All right? Thanks, and like and subscribe.
Yeah, you couldn't have shoved that out like squeezed it like a tube of toothpaste. Like and subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.
It's like Sean Hayes with the bye at the end. He always forces the bye. You watch
does?
Smartless? They do
Oh.
the bye.
I don't think I've gotten that far to the end of the episodes.
Bye.
They do bye.
Oh, yeah, they do that. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Until next time, Full Size Podcast. Bye.